Today is Wednesday, August 30th. This is Yale High School Studio News.
Welcome back, Yale High School. I'm Brooklyn Chuko.
And I'm Leo Burse. Thanks for joining us to kick off the 2023-2024 Yale school year. So how was your summer?
It was really good. I went to Europe with my family. What did you do over the summer?
Oh, I went to the Junior Olympics in Eugene, Oregon and competed there. It was such a great experience.
That sounds really fun. I can't wait to hear what my classmates did over the summer. In addition to this being a new school year, it's also a new beginning for YHS Studio News. Last year's AV production students did a great job with the show, but it's time for some new faces. This year we will have 48 new students who will be working on camera and behind the scenes.
Returning viewers will also notice that we have a new set design this year that will also serve as the YHS Studio News. A lot of work has been done over the summer to install our new desk and permanent set pieces.
That's right. We're hoping that the new set will help us use the limited space in our studio room more efficiently. What's your thoughts on the new set?
I really like how the pieces kind of blend together with these nice transitioners here. I think it just looks great.
I really like the new lights. It really brightens up the room.
On a final note about the show this year, we'll be recording during first hour. That means we'll have a hard deadline of 7:30 a.m. for news items to make it into the broadcast. This could take everyone a few days to adjust to the new timeline.
On the first week of school, students are easing back into the routine. Students will be back in school tomorrow, and then we'll be able to enjoy a 4-day Labor Day break. There will be 4 school days next week.
Even though this is the first week that classes are in session, many students have been regularly coming to school for several weeks now. One visible example of this is the painting that seniors have been completing in the student parking lot. We talked with senior Nora Marsh while she was working on her spot.
It's just a peace sign. It just says peace out with the peace sign in the middle. I was just talking to my mom and I'm like, I just want to do something of like, I'm getting out of here, but I don't want to put I'm getting out of here on my spot. So she's like, why don't you just put peace out? I'm like, okay.
Attention students, have you ever had a great Yale t-shirt design or wanted to see a new and unique Bulldog student section gear? Look no further as the Yale Athletic Department, for the first time ever, is looking to have a student section gear designed by you. The Athletic Department will be hosting its first annual Student Section T-shirt design contest. Mr. Palmatier will be collecting appropriate Yale Bulldog-inspired T-shirt designs until September 10th, and then after a selection process, Mr. Palmatier will create a bracket-style tournament to narrow it down to one winner. The winning student-designed T-shirt will then become the designated 2023-2024 Student Section T-shirt and will be sent in for official printing to be sold throughout the year for all athletic events.
Let's head over to Ryan for a look at today's weather.
Thanks, Leo. The weather will be slightly colder than yesterday with more clouds. We are expecting a high of 65 degrees this afternoon under a blanket of clouds. There is a small 30% chance of precipitation throughout the day. Leaving the state, the Atlantic coast is expected to be pounded today by a Category 2 Hurricane Franklin and Category 3 Hurricane Idalia. Rivers are predicted to flood and winds are expected to reach up to 110 miles per hour. Thankfully, we live in Michigan. That's it for the weather. Now let's head back to the news desk for sports with Niles.
As most students know, fall high school sports are already in full swing. Most of our programs have already had one or more contests. In football, the Bulldogs started off the season last Thursday with a resounding 56-0 shutouts of Dearborn Annapolis. Here's the first play of the game for the 2023-2024 Bulldogs. That was running back Jeremy Griffith running in all the way for a touchdown. Later in the first half, quarterback Connor Jakubiak connected with Brett Burse in the corner of the end zone. Girls golf started their league season 2 weeks ago and is off to a good start. On Monday, they played at their home course for a league meet and placed second out of the 7 teams in the meet. Abby Keene led the team in strokes, followed by Rory Cowie, Regan Matcher, and Jersey Hayes. They play again tonight at their home course against Caro. Tennis has had one match and one invitational. They beat Marysville last week and they won Sandusky's Invitational. First singles champion was Thomas Colhane. At first, second, and fourth doubles also took first in their flights. Boys and girls cross country have competed at one invitational so far at the Mark Jackson Invitational. The boys team finished second, just 6 points behind Davidson. The girls team finished in 7th place overall. Cross country will resume competition next week at Algonac. So far this season, volleyball has had one tournament. They competed last week at Mount Morris and made it to the semifinal round. They will next be competing at a tournament this Friday at Croslex. Boys soccer has played a few games so far this season. Most recently, they lost to Armada 4-3. Falling behind, the team made a great attempt at a comeback, scoring 3 goals in 10 minutes. As you can see, our sports calendar is really busy at this time of year. Good luck to all our teams, and go Bulldogs. Thanks for joining us today. And stay classy, Yale High.